If the only uses of quantum computation remain discrete logarithms and factoring, it will likely become a special-purpose technique whose only raison d'etre is to thwart public key crypto systems. This prediction for the end of blockchain and the disruption of Bitcoin was written by Peter Shor in 1995. In this video, we're going to look at the history of Bitcoin and the blockchain that enabled it. The signs which would indicate that a crypto system has been compromised will be covered at the end of the video. If that's all you want to see, skip ahead. So far, this is the only field I have seen where the end is predicted long before the beginning. The second stop on our tour of the history of crypto takes us to 1998 and Wei Dai's paper, B-Money. Wei Dai proposed money creation based on computing time. There is an optimistic statement that government is permanently forbidden and permanently unnecessary. In 2008, Satoshi Nakamoto proposed a currency and a system with Bitcoin, a peer-to-peer cash system. Bitcoin itself launched in 2009, as one of the first transactions was in May of 2010, with 10,000 Bitcoin trading for 2 pizzas. Bitcoin was equal to the US dollar in 2011 and with gold in 2017. As I narrate this, 1 Bitcoin is worth nearly 43,000 US dollars, while the market cap is over 805.5 billion US dollars. Google reported their first experiments with post-quantum cryptography in 2016. In 2018, Federov and 2 co-authors wrote about blockchain being on the brink due to the coming of quantum computers. Finally, the other shoe dropped, and Google claimed that they had reached quantum supremacy in 2019 with a 54-qubit processor. Of course, right after that, IBM's research blog said that they were not only close enough, but reliably close enough to Google. With such achievements from 2 computing giants, it would seem that the blockchain was broken forever. Oddly enough, blockchain and crypto are still going strong. Since the initial flurry of activity online about quantum supremacy, the term has faded into the woodwork. The references to it stop around 2019, around the time they started. By 2020, Google was back to promoting their blockchain services, and in the same year, IBM was doing the same. So, where does that leave us? Both IBM and Google claimed quantum supremacy 3 calendar years ago. The list of the fastest computers changes all the time. So now, let's look at the means by which crypto might be compromised and the signs that it might be compromised. All of this is speculation from here on, but it could be useful speculation. On the left, we have the means. A conventional hack refers to what makes the news lately. Cryptocurrency is often stolen. Sometimes it's found and prosecuted, and sometimes it's not. Clearly, crypto is compromised when this happens. A sophisticated hack could take several forms, but the one I have in mind is taking Bitcoin in a way that simply increases the money supply in your favor, the way governments print money. Quantum supremacy might imply the ability to hack the algorithm to the point of printing money. The biggest computers are with corporations and governments, and they always need more funds. Again, this is speculation, but pulling this off has very little downside. Something that the founders never had in mind might simply be mining Bitcoin. A supercomputer turned miner could bring in a lot of money. This would be viable as many corporations are going green. Many data centers have their own supplies of renewable energy, which means paying for the excessive electricity a moot point. Evidence of compromising currency could include inflation. While Bitcoin was designed to have an even supply, prices have gone up at times. Another sign of possible compromise might be faster transactions. If a supercomputer comes online for crypto, it's likely that transactions could be noticeably faster. Finally, the last sign on this video anyway, of compromised crypto is evidence that transactions were monitored. If you didn't tell anyone, and questions are asked, or comments are made, someone is looking over your shoulder. What signs of possible compromise have you seen? Let us know in the comments.